Looks like he's just offline, Shadex. I'm just gonna get started. I don't have another communication set up with him, so that's okay. We can try and get Discord up as I'm going through the run. I'll have like Twitch chat open and stuff to see if Saji PMs anything. Oh, Steam call him. Oh shit, that's a good idea. Yo, can we try Steam calling? It's what people are suggesting. Alright, the audio balancing might be destroyed then. Apologize, guys, for the slight delay. Discord is literally dead. Start a voice chat. Oh my god, there's like a ring. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I bet he's like sitting at his computer being like, what the fuck is going on? No, it's hanging up, dude. Nah. No, I'm not letting him off the hook this easy, guys. Yo, Saji? I'm gonna try again. Do it. Sajiki. Oh, Vrindar! Hello? Hello, Vrindar? Oh my god. Fucking stop. Oh no. This is not going to work? Okay. I guess I'll... Oh, man. Anyways, guys. I guess we're just gonna get started. I know we're already behind. TeamSpeak, I don't have it installed. Sorry, after computer wipe. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Want to waste time. Alright, guys. Yeah, we're just going to get started. Alright, I'm going to go offline. Alright, hey guys, my screen name's Cobra Muffin. We're going to be speedrunning Jedi Knight Academy, and we're going to be doing an all-level speedrun. And so today what we're going to be seeing is something that's a little bit different than what you're used to in a Jedi Knight game. Oh, come on, Sphere, you DDoSed it? Alright. So basically, timing's going to start after I skip this initial cutscene. So go ahead and get ready on time, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I'm stuck. Can you help? Hold on, Rosh.
So welcome everybody, this is going to be Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. In this game, we actually start with a lightsaber instead of starting off with only a gun and no force powers. But that being said, we still don't have any force powers. We're going to be unlocking a list of those in the next level. But that being said, in this speedrun, it's going to be very similar to Outcast. The main way we're going to be building speed is by doing something known as strafe jumping, which is going to be moving at a diagonal and turning into that as I jump. However, unlike Outcast, I can't actually end up jumping anywhere to get a bunch of speed, as I'm getting trolled here by this Acolyte. There we go. In Academy, it showcases something known as elevation boosting. And so what this means is that basically I'm going to have to be trying to jump from higher to lower ground. And so as I do this, if I jump on ground that is the same elevation, or I jump from lower to higher ground, I actually end up losing 50% of my speed. But as I'm going through this run, we're going to be seeing a lot of really insane elevation boost chains. So in this level, we've unlocked a list of primary force powers, which are known as Force Jump, Force Pull, Force Speed, Force Sense, and Force Push. And this is going to break a lot of portions in this game. Most notably, of course, is going to be Force Jump. Basically, in the bottom right-hand corner, you notice I have a Force meter now. And every single time I use a Force power, it's going to be using Force. And so when I use Force Jump, the longer I hold it down, the longer I can jump and the higher I can jump, and then the more force I end up using. However, we only have Force Jump level 1 right now, so we're not going to be doing too much with that. So upcoming here, we're going to be entering our first side mission. In Academy, the way the missions end up flowing are really nice. We basically get to choose a list of side missions to do, and then we go into our next story mission. But here is a really insane skip. Normally, we have Rage 2 and Heal 2 here. Yep, so what I'm trying to do here is try and get over this instant death trigger. There we go. By doing 3 really tight jumps, doing some advanced movement techniques as well, and then going through and crouching over the instant death trigger. And so that was pretty good getting that quickly. Usually get it first try. So there we got a really hard crouch climb, and I'm going to try for another really difficult jump chain. Alright, I didn't get it, but that's okay. I can... Oh boy, no, it's not okay. Alright, let's try it again. So this is a recent development in a jump chain, where if I succeed in doing that, I stop myself from jumping on the rail line one more time, and so that allows me to have enough health to just jump down here directly and take some fall damage, and saves a little bit of time. Then here is another crazy jump sequence that was recently discovered, and oh, I almost got the full continuation. But that's still really good. Normally you would have to like walk up a ramp there, and it ends up costing you a little bit of time. But because I can just jump around everything by doing some really insanely difficult jumps, I'm able to save like, I don't know, a second or so. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, a lot of the movement that you're going to be seeing, especially in Tier 1, are going to be, like, really tightly packed jumps that don't end up saving a lot of time, but have a really high difficulty and steep learning curve to them.
This should be an easy.
But upcoming here in this next level, we're going to be showcasing off a mechanic that you saw a bunch in the Outcast run, which is known as entering cutscenes. So specifically in this cutscene, what I'm going to be doing is trying to collect 2 ship parts, sort of the 2 furthest ones, and then basically at the end of the cutscene, I'm going to be jumping back from the longest part in order to be able to warp myself back and save a little bit of time. Because of course, if I'm going out to the furthest part, I'm not going to want to have to run all the way back. So here we go, turning in my first part. I'm making decent time. So here, just catching some elevation boosts to gain some speed. And it looks like we're making a good pace here. Yeah, easy peasy. Boop! And then over there you see me on the rock, and boom, cutscene's over, and it warps me all the way back. I actually have it in my control to be able to skip a little bit of the initial portion of the cutscene, and so like when you're going for PBs and stuff, you're of course going to want to try and go for the most optimal movement in order to save a little bit of time as you're going to the parts. But there we just played a little bit safe. I skipped a little bit less of the cutscene, so I had more time to be able to collect those parts. Aw, yeah, Marathon Safety. So here we go, we've collected our last part. Oh, I just barely missed that final jump chain, that's okay. I can just go for an elevation boost there, and then just straight jump my way back. Normally you have to worry about those Doom Death and dying sandworms, but because if you just, like, continue to move really fast throughout the level, no problem, easy peasy.
That's too bad.
So upcoming here is going to be the first extra side mission that we're going to be seeing in all levels. So normally in any percent we only have to do 4 out of 5 of the side missions, but in all levels we actually have to include each of those side missions. So it's really nice because these longer levels that we would normally end up skipping, we actually get to see in all levels. And there's going to be some really cool speed tech that I'm going to be doing. So here I'm trying to trick the game. I didn't get it. But sometimes you can get the in-game timer to skip ahead by a little bit to open that door a little bit quicker. But I didn't get it there. It's really, really rare. But upcoming here, I'm going to do this absolutely crazy sequence break by doing a pretty difficult jump here. And I got it! Nice, dude. So there, normally you have to, like, snake all the way through this building and go all the way over there, and then backtrack again in order to be able to get out here. But just because after I disable the first bomb, I'm able to do that absolutely insane elevation boost chain to get a lot of speed and a lot of distance. So in this mission, I'm going to have to disable a list of bombs before the exit of the mission actually ends up opening up. Switches are impossible in this game. Nice. So upcoming here, I'm going to be showcasing off something known as crouch climbing, where if I crouch at a specific time, it actually raises Jaden's hitbox. And so like on slow-moving elevators, as you saw there, I actually want to try and raise my hitbox in order to crouch climb up a little bit quicker. And so there we got that bomb there. And so here I'm going to activate the switch, and then activate force speed to slow down time, then crouch climb back up to this elevator before it raises out of sight in order to skip having to wait for that elevator to activate. There I got bodied a little bit, no problem. So there I picked up force heal in order to give myself a little bit of cushion health, and then here's another crazy jump. And I nailed it, nice dude. And then another really difficult jump here, first try, nicely done. Boom, nailed it. So as you can see, I jumped really far, and this skips me because that door is currently locked. And that's normally where we come out. Then this bomb here is normally the second bomb I collect. Wait, Jaden just said one more. I missed a bomb. Oh god, I missed a bomb. Wait, which bomb did I miss? Wait, did I miss a bomb? Which one did I miss? I got that one, I got that one. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. But she just said one more. Oh no, I think I failed the mission. Do I have time to go back and do it again? I don't think I do. So I'm going to check the first bomb, and if it's not the first bomb, I'll end up having to take a safety save here. Because this mission is 2.5 minutes long. Oh god. No fucking way! Alright, we're okay. We're alright. I missed the first bomb in the level. Alright, we're all good, guys. Saved it. See, I was just trying to build tension there. I actually knew I missed that bomb this entire time. Isn't that beautiful? So here I'm just vid restarting for safety, because I have no idea how many times I've quick saved and quick loaded. This game suffers from something known as memory leaks. So if I hadn't gotten every single bomb, that door would not have been open, and I would have been in a shitstorm of trouble. That's okay. Nice, dude. Only in a marathon. Alright, so upcoming here is going to be probably one of my favorite levels. This is going to be Tier 1 Surprise. The intro movement in this level is just really beautiful. Like, catching all of these elevation boost chains without slowing down at all is really hard. Then upcoming here is going to be an absolutely insane trick known as Canyon Climb. It only saves about 30 seconds if I get everything immaculate in first try. But basically what I'm trying to do here is jump up to a really specific pixel. There, I got it. I'm glad I failed that for a couple of times, because each of my other performances I've gone in first try and it doesn't look difficult. But here, Prask found that you can just crouch through a hole there, and because of that we're able to go through and then jump through an invisible wall. And then up here is something known as MST. Usually we would have to rely on RNG for a droid, but Vrindar actually found recently that if we just crouch in a very specific spot... Alright, I think my positioning is bad. So we'll try... Yeah, it looks good. Alright. No, that's for speed. There we go, I got it. I'm able to spawn on the droid that is required for the end of the mission. Then using something known as animation clipping with these TDs, I'm able to activate that droid through the wall, and then jump up here with a crouch climb, falling down here, and I'm going to use Force Sense, because it guarantees I get that block. Nice, I got it. And then this ends up spawning the enemies at the very end of the mission that I need to kill off in order to successfully complete it. There we go. Mission's over. Aw, yeah.
This one sounds like it could be.
Yeah, shoutouts to Vrindar. That trick actually used to be like an RNG nightmare and a huge reset point. And it's like 8 minutes into the run, and so it's like, oh darn, like 1/6. I didn't get the 1/6 that the droids are actually in a good spot. But just because we can end up crouching there to spawn those enemies, we're able to actually get that 100% of the time consistently. That's really awesome. So here's a really cool arena where I have to kill off a list of enemies. And as you see, I have Force Lightning 3. And normally you say, holy crap, like this is Tier 1. Like having a power of Force Lightning 3 is just absolutely ridiculous. And you would be correct in thinking that. But because in Academy, I can spec my advanced force powers. Oh, just barely missed the reverse door crouchy. The hypest of hypes. But it's okay, we got the backup reverse door crouchy, so RNG manipulation is still good. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, so basically, I'm able to choose my force powers. And because of that, I'm able to spec up to Force Lightning level 3 really, really quickly. And it's going to speed up a couple of sections as I'm going through the speedrun. Upcoming here is going to be a really funny trick that only ends up saving like a second or two if you get it everything perfect at first try. But it's really hard. I got a bad Rhodian. Okay. I'm actually just going to quick load. We'll try this again because this is really cool. So now this trick would absolutely be wasting time. But here I'm wedging the Rhodian in this doorway, in the elevator, and then crouching through to get through because the Rhodian was in a bad spot. I'm able to skip having to ride the elevator up to a higher level in order to activate the tractor beams to be able to get away. But don't worry, the tractor beams were just imaginary anyway. I think I missed that Rhodian. Got him. Okay, we made it. So now we've finished all 5 side missions in our Tier 1 repertoire, and we're going to be heading into Hoth 2. And Hoth 2 is going to really showcase off one of the more broken aspects of this game, which are going to be the vehicles. And so this vehicle here, the Tauntaun, I can use my right click, which is my alt attack, to activate a speed boost in the Tauntaun. Then just like with Jaden, I can actually end up strafe jumping with the Tauntaun. Which allows me to maintain that speed as I'm going through the level. So even though the speed boost has a specific amount of time that it lasts and then wears out, I'm able to keep that speed by continuously straight jumping with it. Oh no, gold star Tauntauns! Alright, I caught him before he was able to get past me. Awesome. So with the second Tauntaun, we're going to be doing something a little bit special with it. What we're going to end up doing is glitching it out, walking it up here to the top of this hill, and then just walking off the ledge. I'm not actually doing anything like jumping off the Tauntaun or dismounting it. Just walking off is going to glitch it out, thus lowering the deceleration value. Then I'm able to build a ton of speed by turning and activating the speed boost up the side of the wall there, and that's going to pop me up over a really high invisible wall in order to be able to skip directly to the end of the mission here. And that skips like a huge portion of the mission. That was really good. Oh, Discord is back. Okay, we could bring Saji in. It's only going to take me all of like 10 seconds to make a call. Anyways, coming through here is going to be Hoth 3. It's going to be one of the more tame levels. That is going to just like showcase off a lot of movement that's going to be in these hallways. So Force Lightning 3 is really nice because it's going to be a quick oh butts button as I'm running through. And that's going to allow me to clear out any enemies that may get into my way. So I'm trying to think of where a good spot for me to... Don't really ride any elevators for the next couple levels, so I can just kind of stop up here. I think right outside of Allura 3 I'll pause and try and get Saji in. Anyway, so here I'm using something known as Skyrim strats, where I'm going to be shooting these stormtroopers in the knees. And that's going to be a one-hit KO. Because for some reason, they decided to program the knees as a one-hit KO hitbox, just like a headshot. Hello, Bilbo. Saber's red because the Jedi Council. Yeah, exactly. Because I am totally a Jedi, I swear. Alright, so upcoming here is going to be the Allura fight. I'm going to see if I can grab Saji really, really quickly. They're all in Jedi Council right now, so I'll just pop into here. Alright, so what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to be using the DEMP on Allura to stun her in place and then get a nicely timed saber roll. Normally what we can end up doing there is using something known as Force Rage 2 to mitigate the parry value of Allura. Oh yeah, these two guns. However, all because...
Hello?
Yo, hey Saji. So this is Sajiki. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So
Can
we're
you
on...
tell me which mixer it is?
Shots Fired 3.
Alright.
Oops. Did I mess this up? It's okay.
You know, Muffin, what is up the entire time? It's Skype.
Oh
Sorry.
man. No, it's okay. I also uninstalled Skype. Like after Discord got voice calls, I was like, okay, goodbye Skype. I'm just going to uninstall you.
This is one guy in chat who's really triggered about Discord and Skype.
Oh shit.
Okay. Anyways, you're on Rancor. It's a cool level.
Yeah, so in this level, what's going to end up happening is we're going to be introduced to our friendly neighborhood Rancor, Jimmy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
But first I'm going to be using a heavy style lightsaber attack in order to extend Jaden's animation through a wall again. Doing another animation clip. Then, here he is.
Oh, sick swag.
There's Jimmy.
Okay, so the glitch Muffin is using right there is the same he used earlier on Surprise to activate the stuff through the ground, but this time he's using it to activate a bunch of buttons, and it actually skips a huge amount of time. And actually, there's been quite some effort going on making this level faster and faster, and it comes very, very close to Wedge, which is the level we're currently doing 80%. And
positioning's off here.
Yeah, that is mainly due to a lot of discoveries with rank. Oh, you're not holding. You can't move forward.
I'm not holding forward? Okay, there we go.
Oh, you were crouched then.
No, was that? I don't even know. Yeah, so anyways, there was another animation clip. I was definitely looking too far to the right there was the main problem why I wasn't getting it. And then that one's free. Awesome. So here, yeah, so what we're doing is, usually you have to backtrack after freeing each wave of prisoners. And then in order to be able to get to the next group of prisoners. Jimmy's eating people again. He's going to kill this guy.
Yeah, he's a bad boy sometimes,
Yeah.
but generally he's a good boy.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged by his bad appearance.
Oh, I forgot to activate these guys. That's okay. We have the chaos of Discord. Alright, so there we go. So normally we get this security key, right? And then we walk all the way back over here. This opens this security door, and then we're able to snake our way through in order to free a new set of prisoners each time. But because I was able to end up doing animation clipping to get through, I was able to free like all these prisoners in one go throughout the entire complex, and then get them back to the tunnel. However, I'm waiting out here for a little bit in order for some of the prisoners to despawn. And then after a good set number of them cross the trigger here, I am going to spawn the final dialogue.
This is a pretty interesting experience, jumping in on commentary out front, honestly.
Oh man, I'm not doing this level very well. They're stuck. Oh god, Saji, they're stuck.
So there's a few guys for some reason, as you can see, that are not pushable.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know why, but
there it is. Okay, I got
you can jump. No, just go out of line of sight and they despawn.
Yeah, there we go. So there's a despawn trigger, and I actually had a bit too many of them hooked up. That's okay, we made it through.
Big
so now,
graphic gem.
Yeah. So now up here is going to be Trip, and Trip is one of the crazier levels in the speedrun. Whoops. Just like with Tauntauns, swoop bikes are also just as broken. So activating Rage here is going to stop me from going under 1 health. And then if I get a bike in a good position here... Oh, that was actually okay. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. There we go. I'm going to be able to hit myself and knock myself up onto this level. Yeah, that was really good. That was good. I would have kept that if that was in a run.
So one of the big skips in this game. Definitely looks hilarious every time.
Yeah. And like the old skip required us to do 2 like really insane setups that were both really, really difficult. But for that one, it's just 1 setup, and then you're up there and you're able to just run over to the end of the level. Here I'm going to a level known as Rogue, where there's a huge invisible wall, like right in the beginning of the level. But the end of the level is on the other side of the invisible wall. So if I end up jumping to this other side here, and then build enough speed by using Force Jump 2. Nice, first try. I'm able to jump over here and skip to the end of the level.
Yeah, so once again, this is a no SG run, so basically all of the skips he's doing are based on going from higher to lower ground. And I know this is kind of an abstract concept, but I just like advise you to like somehow pay attention on exactly where he's jumping all the time, because that's the beauty of this game, really. That separates it from all the other Quake 3 games. It's just amazing.
It's definitely one of the reasons why I ended up like falling in love with it from the get-go. Because when I picked up the run, I had no movement experience. But Saji's beginner's tutorial breaks down the intro movement really, really well to someone with no experience, and it made me like really fascinated from like a theory standpoint for speedrunning. But then also for applicability, it's a lot of fun to come up like with your own chains and stuff. And optimizing movement in this game is an impossible task. So
Yes,
it's so good.
and this is also very well showcased on this level. This is called Wedge. It has one particular really big chain that Muffin's going up to. Like he's gonna collect this guy and then go up onto the roof. And there's a specific set of 5 jumps he's gonna do, and they're all really precise.
Nice, nailed it.
And if he does them well, he goes all the way over to the final part.
Okay. So the reason why I picked up Protect 3 here is because it mitigates 80% of all damage. And so there I can actually just end up falling all the way down to that platform. And because I have 100 health, it drops me 89 health down to 11. So you're able to survive that fall. I could use Force Rage, but Force Rage is both slower because you end up having slower force regen immediately coming out of Rage. But then it also requires more force.
Yeah, it also slows you down for some reason. The game makes you exhausted after you use Force Rage, so you literally slow down.
Nice. And first try, go fasty?
Yeah, but it's a really boring trick.
Yep. Oh boy.
So
getting trolled here.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah, don't need to talk about it. So coming up here is going to be sort of a little bit of difference in routing from what I used to do for a really long period of time. But basically now we have to work our way over... Oh boy. Wait, this is really tough positioning. Nice, dude, I still got it. Wow.
Ryan chain?
Yeah. So I had a really tough setup there because some AIs were in the way of exactly where I wanted to jump. But I was able to still work out and get enough elevation boosts.
Close,
yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, man. But as Saji was saying, like this section, it's like really clear that I'm jumping from higher to lower ground. And then setting myself up, landing immediately to the next spot I want to start my elevation boost chain, which is like one of the more like fluent levels. It's just really fun to go through once you become competent with the movement.
I agree. And then the next level that's coming up is one of the big glitchy ones again. Just like the other tier 2s, basically. We skip a big indoor part. Like basically we don't like indoor parts too much. And in this level there's a very cool way of, or very peculiar way of doing that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be
right
jumping out and around here on that window as you see here. And then doing one more jump. Nice! Staying close to the wall, I'm able to get over there. That's
a pretty tough one.
Yeah. And then over here, I'm going to be doing something known as Alcatraz skip. Which only saves 2 seconds because the elevator is like literally right next to you. And I missed it once. And I got it, so it didn't save any time, but it didn't lose any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how like a lot of these skips end up going in this game. Is like, oh, this only saves like a second or 2, and it's stupidly hard. But I guess I have to go for it because it saves time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then also, you figured this from the Jedi Outcast run, I guess. Like boss fights in general, they're really hype.
Oh yeah, dude. They're so hard.
This boss fight is super difficult. So we need absolute silence here.
Oh, I can actually see him better. I forgot I had Force Sense.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's dead.
So upcoming here, we're gonna fire some more shots at Kyle in order to get him to force push us really far. I didn't get the full extension, but that's okay. He saved me a little bit of time still.
Yeah, Kyle's really against this marathon. He doesn't like shots being fired at him. So,
so he's gonna
just
reject
pushes us away.
Yeah, he's jealous that Academy is clearly the better speed game than his own.
Yeah, Resident Sleeper JQ. Yeah, this is actually perfect because this level it features the best gun in the game. It's called the Stucker. Sorry, the Vijun gun. Excuse me. And the good thing about it is we can fire shots all the time and go fast. So it's a win-win situation basically. And Muffin's gonna use it for a really big chain here.
Yeah.
One of the more crazy ones since you're doing all these precise jumps and you actually don't even see the ledges because you're out of bounds. So hopefully you'll get it.
Yeah, so I missed the first invisible ledge. Oh, I missed it again, shit. Alright. Yeah, so now this is losing me a little bit of time because I missed it twice, but it's okay. Alright. Alright, I might have the full extension. Oh, I just barely missed it. That's okay.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah. That's okay. But I got, like, right under the rock. So there, if you get up to that rock there, ends up saving a little bit of time. But here's another really insanely difficult skip called Vajun Skip. And got it second try. I'll take that.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
It's a marathon.
So once again, I want to highlight the chain he did before is Suomi skip. And that is, it's like so amazing how it works because all of these jumps, they need to be exactly a tiny bit lower than the one before. And it's just amazing how it works at all. Like, it just boggles my mind. Such a beautiful chain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. Like, Vajun is just, like, continuously, throughout the time and, like, history of the speedrun, evolved to be one of the most, like, technical and difficult levels, as well as just, like, one of the more insane to just look at and think about.
Yeah. And the good thing is, Vajun 2 and 3 are just there to calm you down from the stuff you just did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prepare you for the awesomeness that's gonna happen in 2 3.
So here is a skip known as Bildo Skip. It's one of the more influential skips in the speedrun, I would say.
Shoutouts to Bildo. Everyone in chat. Salute.
Yeah, I think he's in chat right now if you want to at
Bill, he's a mod. For whatever reason, people modded him in his chat.
Yeah.
Probably because he found this skip, actually.
Yeah, I think so. I PM'd Shadex before the marathon. And told them how fucking amazing the skip that Bildo found was.
So this really revolutionized JK speedrunning as a whole.
Oh no. Alright, so upcoming here, I'm going to be just force pulling some mirrors. What I'm going to try and do is, as I'm jumping up initially, is I'm going to try and force pull a mirror and do some blind movement. Nice, I got it. I missed the second mirror though, so it's not saving any time. Nailed it. Alright, that's okay. Cool. Now I'll take us to Vajun 3.
Fantastic.
Oh, awesome. So right off in Vajun 3, it's actually going to show off a skip that's going to save a good bit of time. Where I'm going to jump up on this rail line here, and then just crouch climb up to this column. And that actually just, like, saves me from taking an elevator and running around, like, half of that entry room. And then coming through here, I'm going to destroy this container and approach Robot Room. Do you want to talk about Robot Room, Saji?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Robot Room, there's a gun you can use. In particular, one gun called the EMP, and this EMP is very effective against droids. In fact, it two-shots them, or even one-shots them with the alternate fire. The alternate fire has a cooldown, though, and the cool thing is it goes through walls. And so what Muffin's going to do, he's going to use a technique that's called full cancelling, which cancels the cooldown of the weapon, and shoot it at precisely the location where the droids are spawning before the door even opens. And that's going to penetrate the wall and kill them before they even basically see them. And the only droids that we're going to see are the last ones. I mean, you're done already, but
yeah, exactly. No, that was really good.
A tiny bit of delay.
Nice.
And then there's another really amazing boss fight coming up. So you probably remember from your good old child days that Rosh is a crazy hard boss fight.
Yeah, so if you didn't know this, putting your lightsaber up someone's butt actually is a one-hit KO. Yes, nailed it.
Saber up the butt.
Saber up the butt. Alright.
So, actually, let me explain what happened there. So Muffin, once again, used the cutscene enter glitch.
Yeah.
He went into the cutscene where Rush stands there with his two goons and taunts you. And turns out he's vulnerable, and you can just kill him without him doing anything about it. And then he's ripping pasta, and you end the level. So that's pretty chill.
Yeah, so here is going to be Rift, and we have Force Jump level 3, which is going to allow me to jump really
Rift is
hard.
fantastic.
Yeah, so this is a crazy chain here called the Leap of Faith. Yeah, I have a good one. Alright.
It's not even... Additionally, we have Force Jump 3, yes, so we can jump really high, but also we have the Striker gun with the big shots fired thing that pushes us backwards all the time now from the level start. So you can see Muffin using that a lot now.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
also a beautiful leap of faith.
Oh. Alright, here we go. So there I'm going to crouch on the edge of that platform there to guarantee... Oops. No, cult investigation. Whew, that was close. In order to not take fall damage. That's just a safety precaution. But here is going to be the final extra side mission that we're going to be showing off, called Stamp. And Stamp is going to be pretty crazy. Basically, as I'm going through this level, I'm going to be destroying Sith and explosive containers in order to try and mitigate RNG of this mutant Rancor that is here. And you can
yeah, and this is actually really cool because this level used to be a very, very luck-based level until some guy called Zenivari figured it out, like in, I believe, 10,000 hours of work for us. And it turns out that actually, I mean, I'm not even kidding, he spent an insane amount of time on this level. And it actually turns out that the Rancor's AI is based on his eyes, so whenever he sees you or something else, that changes his behavior. And the basic concept in this level is that you want to make him see you all the time. The other thing is, when he sees you and he swings, he has one particular swing that makes him grab stuff that's on the ground and eats them, and that's really slow. We don't want him to eat, just want him to follow you. And that's why Muffin is removing everything that the Rancor can potentially eat, like cultist bodies and these canisters that he's destroying when he gets close to them. And that makes this level really, really precise. Like if you play this level well, it goes by in a breeze, and if you mess something up, then it goes terribly.
Yeah, exactly. So one cultist there sort of got away from me, so I could potentially lose a bunch of time there. Oh no, he's running back over to me. Okay.
Yeah, for example, you saw Muffin there gripping or pulling a corpse away out of the way from the Rancor because he can potentially just stop and eat them. That's really slow. You don't like that.
Alright. I just see like bodies come flying past me because Jimmy's like pounding the ground. I think he might be eating the corpses though.
Oh, that's fine. I mean,
oh, yeah,
he's
okay,
hungry.
okay,
Let him. He was a pretty good boy so far.
I love this level, dude. Alright, here we go. So basically through this level, because this oh shit. Oh, he canceled out my force jump with the poison gas. So I have to do a backup now that's really slow. Which is like standing in this corner after aggroing him. Attack me. Attack me. Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
Be a good boy.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. There we go. Alright, am I dead? Nope, 21 health is more than enough. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, God. Alright, maybe not. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. This was all calculated.
Maybe I could trap it between the containers.
So, when you wrap up this level, maybe, there are a lot of questions in the chat about what the SG means. So, the SG means spin glitch, and spin glitch is a glitch that allows you to bypass the requirement of going downhill for maintaining your speed while jumping. And this category simply does not use it. Like, it just means that we're doing elevation boosting all the time, everywhere. That's the basic concept.
So what Spin Glitch requires is that in Tier 2 you take Lifestyle instead, and it makes Rancor a little bit more difficult. And then also, throughout the run, a lot of the movement optimizations from elevation boosting are very, very fascinating. And so, as a category, right now I haven't put too much time into Spin Glitch. Like, you could just say, oh, I'm going to mitigate, like, elevation boosting. But then there's, like, all these other factors.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Oops. It's not that easy. It just changes the routing a lot in many places. So... Also, this is a big skip we're like not really talking about. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So this level is another level where we're vertically traversing, and so basically what this means is that I have to start worrying about force management. So
oh, you're out of ammo.
Yeah, I was out of Stuker ammo, and so I quick loaded back. So basically, as I'm going through this level, I was using the Stuker concussion rifle in order to pop myself up a little bit higher. It doesn't extend my maximum height range at all, but what actually ends up happening is it saves me a little bit of force. And so, through that, I was able to move through the level very, very fast.
Yeah, the fascinating thing about this weapon is not only does it make you go fast in a horizontal direction, it can also save your force when you're going vertical.
Yeah, and that's like really, really useful in a good number of places in the run. Oh, whoops,
yeah, there's going to be one particular place coming up very soon on Tasker 1. First of all, we're going to go to this, and this is one of the indoor levels. And we already said we don't like indoor parts, but we have to do this one, sadly.
I mean, I Activate protect. Alright, we're fine.
And then you protect. Okay, never mind me.
Check to be restored.
So actually, on this, there's a bunch of funny things. Oh, nice sandwich, dude. Nice tower.
Yeah, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so what I did there was I stacked up some stormtroopers earlier because they, when they walk into a really precise location, you can just end up sandwiching them.
But yeah, okay, so this level basically is one of the levels where health management comes in kind of important. You basically don't want to lose too much health over the course of the level, otherwise you have to heal up at the end. I guess you have heal in all levels, right?
Yes, yeah, you have heal too.
Yeah, the reason for that is we're gonna jump down this really long elevator shaft that Muffin just rode up. And that's gonna take us a bunch of damage. And we're gonna fight guys afterwards, so this is actually dangerous. Another fun fact about this level is the TIE fighters that you have to kill here. They can actually shoot each other randomly. The shots that they fire have actual projectiles, and if they get hit by one of them, they will die. And it can happen that sometimes 2 or even 3 of them just randomly are not there when you arrive because they shot each other. So
That
pretty
was a
good.
close one.
Nice.
Yeah, I almost just got wrecked. Yeah, I tried to
fantastic.
stuke her down the elevator shaft. To
Yeah, I
punch me
saw
down
that.
faster.
Yeah, I realized.
So
we're
now-
high quality gaming here.
Yeah, so now I'm on Bounty. And Bounty is like probably one of the favorite levels to get to in a speedrun because it usually means you're near the end of the run. But also just the movement in Bounty is just like Wedge. It's like really a lot of fun to go through each of the jump chains if you nail them. I'm just going to do my old movement here for the opening section instead of doing the long extension. Basically, going through this level, I have to disarm 3 bombs in each half of the level. And then I have to go meet Boba in the center of the map for an epic final confrontation.
Epic final fight, dude.
Yeah,
Just like
epic.
everything, boss fights.
Yeah, dude. They're so good.
So actually the real reason we play on the easiest difficulty is because we just simply cannot beat all the bosses on harder difficulties. It's impossible.
Yeah, I don't even think I've finished a Jedi Knight playthrough, let alone Jedi
Yeah,
Master.
me neither, dude. Me neither. I'm just glad I can finish every run that I do. Like every time I'm like sweating, and at the end I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, sometimes I can't get past the final boss. Even on Padawan.
Yeah, me neither.
So hard.
It's like yeah.
Dude, real moments from Jedi Academy speedrunners.
Yeah.
I hope these were the shots you guys were looking for.
Yeah, we're firing shots at saber dueling, I guess.
Yeah.
So jokes aside, this game has a huge online community, or used to have one, still has one.
Yeah.
And actually the saber combat in this game is absolutely fantastic. It is so deep and complex. And it
Yes.
fascinates so many people that they still play it up to date. And now I'm gonna shut up because Boba's coming up.
Oh, Blue Style. Oh, well.
So we need
Yeah, he had the so there he can cycle between one of 3 weapons. I got really lucky in that he had the disruptor rifle, and so because of that, he stays in his spawn point for a few extra seconds. And so with that, I was
Oh,
able to
nice,
do
yeah.
that crazy jump chain in order to get up there. And now we're on Tasker 1, and Tasker 1, like casually in the game, is actually like pretty insanely long. Compared to all the other levels. But there, as you saw, because I was able to jump up on a stormtrooper's head, I was able to just force jump 3 my way all the way up. But oh no, there's no bridge here, so I'm gonna try something known as lava swim skip.
Lava swim skip. It's a good,
No.
good old school meme.
No, it didn't work. Okay. Oh well. Oh, no, there was a bridge there anyway. I guess I was okay anyways. Alright, well. It's a good try. Maybe I'll get lava swim skip next run.
Okay, so this level has, it's actually casually one of the longest ones. And it takes us 30 seconds to complete in a speedrun.
Yeah.
So, this is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. And here on Tasker 2, like all of these end levels can be pretty lengthy. But basically, I'm doing some crazy things. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm using Force Protect 3 to mitigate fall damage and to fall down really quickly through that room. Because the carts are actually moving right now in this next room. Then somewhere in this elevator shaft, I hit a trigger for the following room after this one. And then because I met those carts on a very specific sequence, I'm able to jump through there and get into this next room where a block is just passing through Thunder Thighs, thus allowing me to get
Thunder
through.
Thighs.
Thunder Thighs. Oh, I'm stuck. Alright, I'm unstuck. So upcoming here, I'm going to be doing the white side ending. Just because...
Epic boss fight.
Yeah, it saves a little bit of time and mitigates some RNG in the upcoming levels. So I'm going to spare Rosh, then I have my lightsaber, and... So here what I'm trying to do is to see what animation Allura is doing, and then if I activate Force Speed at a very precise time... Nice, I got it. What ends up happening is it locks Allura in that animation, stopping her from activating Force Speed. Because if Allura activates Force Speed, every single damage proc I get on her throws her really, really far away. So it becomes impossible to quick kill her. But because Force Speed slows down time, that period where she's locked in that animation, which is like less than half a second, I'm able to end up getting a really fast quick kill. Next in this level here, what I'm doing is going through and then activating my lightsaber. I'm going to get in a very specific spot, throw my lightsaber through the ground. So let's try that. And then turning it off is going to cause the hilt to bounce a little bit further and hit these chains, breaking this floor to let me through.
Yeah, it's a very creative skip. And it also skips really big part of the level.
Yeah, like, absolutely, like 75% of the level just gets skipped because we're able to deactivate our lightsaber and throw it through that floor. Nice. So upcoming here in the final mission, it's going to showcase off a really cool skip, followed by 2 really fast boss fights. Let's go for the skip. I'm going to try and get the face here. I missed it again. So the jumping here can be pretty precise. Alright, double Stuker there. Alright. Oh, I just barely missed the full continuation. That's okay.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah. So upcoming here are going to be the final 2 bosses. Get ready on time because these are going to go really fast.
What do you mean? They're the final bosses. They can't be easy.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Alright. Here we go. Oops. I was looking at the ceiling. It's a beautiful ceiling. And... Oh, she activated Rage.
Resident Sleeper.
Time!
Kappa. GG.
GG! Yeah!
Yeah, shout out to Discord.
Yeah, way to go, Discord. Patching an update at 6 p.m. on a Friday. Oh, man. Anyways, dude, Saji, thanks for coming in and being flexible with the commentary. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Major shoutouts to Shadex, guys, and the rest of the Shots Fired Marathon. This marathon's been really hyped so far, and we still have a lot of really awesome runs. If you're interested in picking up any of the Jedi Knight series, there are guides and resources available. Just go to speedrun.com/JKA or JK2, or I don't remember what DF2 is. Dark Forces 2 is. It might be DF2. Yeah. But anyways, Saji made a beginner's tutorial for Academy that's really well made, and he goes through all the tech. So even if you have no experience with movement or lightsaber combat, we break it down really quickly and really conveniently. It's a lot of fun to pick up. There's a reason I keep coming back to this game after 2 years. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
All right, thanks, Shadex.
Yeah. Goodbye.